After the devastating news of Amanda's pregnancy, her parents left the hospital in complete silence. The car ride home was filled with tension, sadness, and unspoken questions. When they got home, her father gently asked, "Amanda, how did this happen?" Tears welled up in Amanda's eyes as she narrated everything that happened the night of Stella's party. She told them about how she got drunk for the first time, how she ended up in a strange room, and how she woke up in a nightgown she didn't recognize. Her parents didn't take long to believe her. They knew their daughter, responsible, disciplined, focused. If she said this was a mistake, then it was. "What do you want to do now?" her father asked. Amanda responded quietly, "Mom, Dad. I'm a Christian. We all are. And we know it's a sin to shed blood. I may have made a mistake, but this child did nothing wrong. I'm keeping the baby." Her parents were relieved and hugged her tightly. But her mother asked another question, "Do you know who the father is? He has to take responsibility." Amanda sadly shook her head. "He left a number on a note, but I lost it. I don't know who he is." At that moment, it dawned on them that they would be raising the child together, without the father. From that moment, the family braced themselves to raise the child together. Amanda, despite everything, chose to complete her final semester. But the school environment had changed. News of her pregnancy spread like wildfire. She was stripped of her class president position. Teachers claimed she was a bad influence. Friends began to avoid her. Some whispered. Others laughed. But one person stayed. Stella. She stood by Amanda, supported her, and even admitted she felt responsible. After all, the party was hers. If she had not forced Amanda to come to her party, all this would not have happened. Life wasn't easy for Amanda. Combining pregnancy with studies was something she wouldn't even wish for her enemies, but she pushed through successfully and eventually graduated. She didn't make valedictorian, pregnancy complications had forced her to miss classes, but she still finished with a first class thanks to her impressive academic performance in her previous academic years. A few weeks later, Amanda gave birth to a beautiful, healthy baby boy. And though her GPA carried her to a first-class degree, she had to put her dreams on hold, to become a mother first. For 1 full year, she poured everything into her son, raising him with love and care. Her parents helped where they could, but money was tight. And even though she was grateful, Amanda knew she had to return to the world. After 1 year of taking care of her baby, she sent him to a preschool and began hunting for jobs. She finally attended her first job interview, and everything seemed to be going pretty well. She was so sure she was going to get the job until the final question, "Why did you take a year off after graduation?" Amanda hesitated. Should she lie? Say she was job hunting? Sick? But instead, she answered, "I got pregnant." The room fell silent. A recruiter replied coldly, "You got pregnant right after school. If we hire you, how do we know you won't get pregnant again? We need employees to work at least 2 years before any maternity leave. We're sorry, but we have to reject you." "All the best in job hunting," says one recruiter. After her first interview, Amanda did not give up. She kept going for job interviews, all of which she got rejected from due to the same reason, the 1-year gap on her CV due to her pregnancy. One day, after her 29th rejection, she came home and collapsed into her mother's arms, weeping bitterly. "I can't do this anymore," she said. "One more try. One more. If it doesn't work, I'll just start something on my own." Then came her 30th interview, at Immaculate Corporation. Amanda stood in front of the tall, glass-paneled building, lifted her eyes to the sky, and whispered, "Dear Lord, let your will be done." The receptionist led her to the interview room. The man across the table barely looked at her CV. "Introduce yourself," he said. She did. Then he smiled. "Congratulations, Amanda. You've got the job." Amanda blinked. "Wait, just like that?" He nodded. "I'm following orders." "Orders? From who? The CEO, Joshua Brew. He said if a woman named Amanda ever walked in, I should hire her. Immediately. Tears welled in her eyes. Her hands trembled as she asked to see him. When she walked into Joshua's office, her breath caught in her throat. He stood up the moment he saw her. Amanda? Yes. He rushed to hug her, tears already forming in his eyes. I've been looking for you. I'm so glad you're okay. Amanda pulled back. I'm sorry, but... Do I know you? Yes. That night. April 4th, Atlantica Hotel. I left a note, but you never called. I thought something had happened to you. Amanda stared at him, stunned. Joshua continued, there was an emergency at one of our branches overseas that morning. I had to leave. But I never forgot you. You actually saved my life. The board here tried to frame me. They sent a woman to seduce me that night. But because you locked that door, she couldn't get in. You saved my job. You saved me. Amanda stood in silence, letting the truth sink in. Then she broke down and told him everything, the pregnancy, the shame, the 28 interviews, the tears, the sleepless nights. Joshua listened, eyes filled with guilt and pain. I had no idea. But I'm here now. And I want to take responsibility. He asked to meet the baby. Amanda agreed. When he saw the little boy, his heart melted. He promised to be the father he should have been from the start. Weeks passed. They spent time together, not just as co-parents, but as two people rediscovering each other. Joshua would drop by often, help with the baby, and bring surprises for Amanda. Slowly, love bloomed. 3 months later, he asked her out. 3 months after that, they exchanged vows in a beautiful ceremony surrounded by friends, family, and love. Amanda's story had come full circle. From shame to strength, from heartbreak to healing. She didn't just get her happy ending, she got a new beginning. What lessons did you learn from Amanda's journey? Have you ever had to fight for your comeback? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories like this one, New Beginning.